Bird, thank you so much for renewing your membership. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Christy La Bella, thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to you. Everybody come through. We definitely got some stuff to talk about. It says I have people in the chat, so I'm assuming it's taking a minute for it to update. I kind of want to talk about just a couple of housekeeping things. Hold up, y'all. My desk. I have one of those desks that like you push to lift up and down. Welcome everybody. Let me let the people know that we live. We live now. Oh man, so we got some stuff to talk about, but before we really get into it, I wanted to talk a little bit about just some comments that I got. Let me say something, y'all. For those that don't know, we live now. Everybody. I am first generation Mexican American. Okay. Both of my parents are Mexican. I was born here. Right. So I've been getting a lot of comments about the way in which I've been saying the Haro last name. Like, I got some people in my comments who say, don't say it like you're Hispanic. Don't say Haro like you're Hispanic. I sit there and I'm like, huh? So I'm like, listen, if you being an ass in my comments, you just get blocked or deleted. You're going to have to start a new account to come back. No, literally, I got some people like the audacity. They say, don't say Haro like you're Hispanic or like it's a Hispanic last name. I can't say Haro. Jake Haro. I roll my R's. Like that's what I do. I do it naturally because I speak, Spanish fluently. Like what are we talking about? So I'm supposed to say it a different way, right? I got to say it. Let me tell you something, okay? Save your comment if you're going to come in here to tell me how to say something. Now, I can understand if I say things incorrectly because I do allow my chat to correct me. Like, I can't always pronounce words. You guys know I'm from the Hooked on Phonics generation, the Hooked on Phonics era. There was the red reading group and the blue reading group. I was the slow one in the whatever color that was, okay? That's just how I do. But literally, I cannot believe that there was somebody in my comments who was like, don't say it like it's, Hispanic. I'm going to say it how I want to. I thought it was hilarious. That's the thing is people think that like they can tell me what to do. Anyways, moving on. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, guys, for being here. Shout out to everybody. I roll my R's. You know what I mean? Say it like a Valley girl. Haro. I can't, y'all. So if I roll my R, I roll my R. Sometimes it just comes naturally. I just wanted to tell you, arroz. I'm like, ay, Dios mío, pump your brakes. Like, who do you think you're talking to, yo? These people be doing too much. That was one of the house cleaning items. Okay. Thank you. The other house cleaning item is shout out to everybody in the chat yesterday in the comments. Like my hair's all crazy. Some of y'all are amazing, and I really do appreciate you guys. When we need to correct information, I'm the first to tell you, like, y'all, I got this wrong, y'all. This is what happened. I apologize. And that's what Anda Tira did yesterday as well. Actually, I watched his interview with Hidden True Crime. Shout out. That was an amazing interview. I thought it was a great interview, and it gave you a little bit of a perspective on Anda Tira. By the way, Tira, there's an R there too, so we roll that too, right? So I like him and I like his personality. I think, sometimes he gets ahead of himself just like everybody else. But let me tell you, there's something about Ahmed Belloso and the trust that the community have on him that they go to him and they tell him stuff. You don't get a lot of that out of a journalist who has been doing this for a long time. It takes time to cultivate those things. And sometimes when you got people that look like you that are doing the work that are doing out there, I mean, I'm here for it. Like, I love that. And so if he got something wrong, which he did, he corrected it. some of these YouTubers, and this isn't the only case, you got these true crime YouTubers that will get misinformation wrong and they'll spew it and they never correct themselves until somebody has to drag them for it. So I don't want to hear it with people talking about, oh, he got, okay, he did and he corrected it. Okay. And he apologized for it. All right. And you got to respect that because some of your favorite YouTubers don't. The audacity for some people to think that they can talk when they really shouldn't. Okay, because there's a track record. There's a track record of missing children out there that they've done stupid shit on. Okay, so I don't want to hear it. All right. Anyways, shout out to everybody. Thank you. Shout out to BJ, who sent us a bunch of people over here. Thank you, BJ. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to BJ Investigate. She's been covering the story too. You guys check her out. If I heard correctly, I think she might, which we gonna start right there. I think she might, if it's available, we might be able to get that 911 call. That was the question that I had. Who called 911? Because that was unclear. Was it the store that called 911? Was it the mama? Because she said she woke up and she ran to Big Five because she asked them. She said, hey, like, what's going on? What's going on with like, did you guys see a baby? You know, this is what she said, right? We need that 911 call. I think that would be interesting to listen to, right? Who called 911? I kind of wonder. I don't know if it was the mom that called 911. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Y'all think that mama called 911? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Another person that was in my comments yesterday, which I'm a little starstruck. I'm gonna say this, okay? And I have to shout them out because they're a really, really good creator. And I have to tell you, somebody was in my comments. Who was it? Let me go to my comments real quick. Hold up. I have a couple of people. There was somebody in my comments today, actually, in the morning on a video that I did. It was just a re-upload of yesterday's conversation with the what is it? The podcaster Murdered by Nature. Shout out to Murdered by Nature. She came in and she hit my link and she had some interesting information that I had never heard before. So I offered her a platform and, you know, she has her opinions about, you know, the family. She feels like people are, you know, being done wrong with the family. I also feel like I don't know if I trust the family. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody, right? I think we have to be very mindful, right? But I appreciate that she came out and, you know, she hit the link and she gave us the information. I like her. I think that she's genuine and she's in the community. But shout out to True Strategic Eyes True Crime. I had a little bit of a fangirl moment. I really did. He was in my comments on my video and I was like, oh my God, he actually watches me. I love when former law enforcement like come on and create YouTube channels and give us perspective, or anybody in law enforcement, because we could really learn. Like Duty Ron is another one that's like my fave. Like these guys that have like years of experience in law enforcement and they come in here and they educate us. That's like free info that you would be paying thousands upon thousands of dollars at a community college or at a university to learn from. So yeah, Two Strategic Eyes, very cool YouTube channel. Hold up, I'm gonna try to pull it up. I don't know why my internet's being brand new. Don't be brand new. Let me show you guys this guy. Okay, I don't know why the channel's not pull it up. I may a minute. I'll pull it up here in a minute. But shout out to him. He was commenting. I really do appreciate it. And he said, "Hi, Rabbit. Good job." And I said, "Wow, he knows my name." He's not former. He's still. I think he is still a detective, which is amazing. Yeah, I like him. Let me show y'all what channel I'm talking about. This guy right here. This guy right here. Cool guy. Breaks things down. Law enforcement, police, active. Excuse me. Let me fix that. He's an active duty detective. Okay. So, like I said, it's always cool to have somebody in there, actual law enforcement. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, shout out to him. He was in my comments and I had a little bit of a fangirl moment. I'm not going to lie to you. But, anyways, okay. Shout out to him. Make sure you guys go check out his channel and subscribe because he's breaks things down, he brings the facts, and he's giving you a different perspective. Okay, let's talk about a situation that happened yesterday. And this is pertaining to La Madre Santa, the mother of all mothers at this point. I'm sorry I'm speaking to her about this way, but I think she's an idiot and she doesn't even realize what's actually happening. The fact that Jake was out there, this is my opinion. This is my opinion, right? I make opinions about a lot of different things, right? I know, honey. Jake was out there with law enforcement, okay? With the search team. Where did they know where to look if it wasn't for the fact that they talked to Jake, right? Jake Haro, all right? Where did they know where to look? If it like why did they go to that direction? Why that direction? That was a thing that you have to kind of ask yourself, right? Baby Bunny's watching something. Cell phone data? They took him there? I mean, he's cooperating with law enforcement, guys, right? So they knew where to go. We don't know for a fact. I think it's an assumption at this point that Jake might have confessed and he might have told them where the baby is at, right? But they knew where to go and they took Jake there. Now, did they find the baby? No, they did not, right? They did not find the baby. But it wouldn't surprise me if this man is rolling. Does that make sense? Thank you. Why did the police take Jake to search for the baby and not Rebecca? Another question. She was the last person who said they had the baby. Rebecca was the last person who have seen the baby, right? If it happened the way that he did. What's so crazy to me, and I know nowadays, I had asked a question. I actually had asked BJ. I said, BJ, you could pull records just about anybody. If you got married, they could pull a vital record on you. They could pull your marriage certificate. If you voted, they can pull that on you. They can pull all kinds of things, right? Correct. Sometimes you can pull birth certificates in some counties, in some states. One of the things that I found it from the very get, and I told you guys, I said, I find it so odd that, law enforcement is very quick to tell us all the details of a missing child, color of hair, eyes, how much they weigh and stuff like that. But one thing they did not put out there was the birth, right? They will put it on they'll put it on a missing person or abduction. They'll put that out there, right? They didn't pull a Amber Alert. Okay. The pieces, and there's a lot of information that we don't know at all, right? Some of it don't make sense. Think about it. How long was this baby missing? How long has this baby been gone? In my opinion, I think that Mary, the mother of Rebecca Haro, was used as like somebody to kind of put out there, right? Because when we first saw Mary, we thought that she was with this baby. She knew this baby. She never met this baby. And then we find out that Mary is actually she adopted Rebecca and Rebecca's brother, right? So just to give you an idea of the family tree, right? Mary never met that baby. Something about Mary. She never met that baby. She met the 2-year-old, it sounds like, but she never actually met the baby. Other pieces of information that, and take how much you want from this, right? But Murdered by Nature hit my link yesterday, and she said that she had been in contact with Mary, and this is how I found out that Rebecca was adopted. It was through that podcaster, right? She said that there was a big fight that happened. Something happened that they stopped talking to each other, and it was pertaining to Jake. And it was pertaining to the fact that Rebecca was choosing Jake over her kids, something to that effect, right? They stopped talking. Somehow they met up back in March or something to that effect. Putting that out there. But yet, nobody in the family can really tell me, outside of Jake's family, right, that they've actually had eyes on this baby. We don't know anything. No sabemos nada. We don't know anything, right? It's been very skewed. I think yesterday when I watch a little bit of hidden true crime, in the interview with Ahmed from Andatira, he said something to the effect of, yo, like the birthday is a thing, right? Like baby Emmanuel would be 8 months as of yesterday, right? Even though we don't necessarily have a DOB on this baby. Do we have any vital records on this baby? If this baby hasn't seen any doctors, do we have any vital records, right? You know what I mean? But let me know. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Love your last interview with local TikToker. Keep your up a group. Oh, thank you, thank you. I just shouted you out. I said, oh my God, I had a little fangirl moment. Look at this. Shout out to True Strategic Eyes, y'all. I told you guys, check them out. Check them out. The way he breaks things down. Thank you so much. I had a little fangirl moment. I'm like, he watches my channel. Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, everybody else. Ava, again, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for covering this. I appreciate it. Oh man, thank you. Another thing that Ahmed brought up, and I thought was an interesting point, is baby Jake, even though in my opinion, I think he has a lot of Jake's features. Excuse me, not baby Jake, baby Emmanuel. He has a lot of Jake's features. Is that really his bio kid? Do we know? Is that bio kid to him? We don't know. So it's just different points that I was thinking. I was like, dang, is this like really, really a thing? Like, what's going on? I am blushing a little bit. Y'all could tell the filter's not working. Thank you. All right. Let me get back to my list. All right. Is it her by her child? Is the 2-year-old actually Rebecca's and not Jake's baby? I don't know. It's a lot of questions. We don't know. There's a lot. I don't know how vital records work in California. I mean, back in the day in Cali, you were born with a birth certificate. You didn't get to choose and wait for your birth certificate. They just give it to you, right? I think I have two different. I was born in California, so I have two different birth certificates. I have one for the county and one for the state. It's really weird. And then I actually have a little card for all the immunizations that you get. So Cali's a little bit different. Then I moved out of the state, and so things are a little bit different, right? It's hard to tell because there's so few photos of the baby. Now, my thought process was honestly like, did law enforcement select those photos, or did they truly not have any more photos? I keep asking this question. I said, in order to find out when was the last time anybody's actually seen this baby, might be through a picture of a phone. Because when a baby, young babies, we always be taking pictures. Oh, the baby sick, baby sad, baby wearing something funny, that type of situation, right? Like there's always a picture print of a baby, like in a phone. Somebody's always keeping up with the baby through their phone. Those little moments. I have thousands upon thousands of pictures of all my children, right? And I could tell you, I've taken pictures of everything. I might not hang them up, but I have them all on my phone. Let me see. So my child was born in a birth center, not a hospital, and it was up to me to file for the certificate. See what I'm saying? So things are a little bit different. What about at-home births, right? Dee Dee's like, same. It is. So, Rabbit, did you know the weight on the original birth certificate is what the Pope said it was equivalent to a value of gold? I don't know, Biscuit. I'm confused. My kids, my grandkids, and my dogs. Yeah, you got pictures of everybody, right? You said just a wild thing. I saw where her 16-year-old daughter lived with them. Don't know if true, but what if the baby is hers and Jake's? It's a lot of speculation. We don't have any facts. Okay. The other thing that came about is it's being reported. Because remember, I was confused by the number of kids that Jake that we know of, right? I only know of 5. But apparently there's another child that he might have fathered at a Walmart. Like he met this girl, not at a Walmart. I'm sorry. He met this girl at a Walmart. The family worked at the Walmart, and he did something to that baby, and then that was it. So I'm like, huh, that's so off, right? Like, so is there more? Is there more? Let me know. Let me know. Wouldn't the baby be counted in the census? Well, Didi, do people to do their census nowadays? I mean, I know, like, I remember when you'd get the census sucks, anyways, and I don't think it's always an accurate reading of everything because I do wonder. But this is a great question. Thank you, Sylvia, for this generous super chat. Keep growing. Oh my goodness, keep growing and staying humble and speaking on the truth and always having receipts. Thank you so much, Sylvia. I appreciate it. Thank you. But it's a good thing, right? Gosh, that interview with the Tita, our homie, he's so authentic and inspiring. Yeah, I mean, he's a cool guy. He seems like a cool guy. No, there's another child. Apparently, there's another child, yo. Like, did you all hear that from on the Tita? He said it on that. I don't. We don't have any receipts for it, but apparently, Jake might have fathered another child. So biologically, there might actually be 6 kids. Okay, so let me count it for you. Allegedly, I don't have any receipts. We don't know. Okay, but there was Eli from the first wife. Okay, Eli from the first wife. Isabel Gonzalez is the first wife. Vanessa, the second wife, had 2, which he lost his rights to. And then there is Rebecca Haro, who he has 2 with. It's 5, right? But apparently, in this, there was a baby that Jake had with a woman who he worked with at Walmart. So I don't know anything about that baby, but that's what's being said. But anyways, kind of weird. I don't know. We need more information on that. We got to be careful how we speculate this, but it is what it is. That's what's being said. You said I feel like there are multiple deceased kids at the hands of Jake. I feel it and I feel it. But anyways, speculation. So Rebecca, La Rebecca, let me roll my R's, La Rebecca, even though she's not Hispanic. Rebecca, excuse me. Um she did an interview yesterday, I guess, or at least she talked to a bunch of reporters. I'm not really sure how it went down, and I'm here reading it for the first time with you guys so I can react to it, which I'm having like, does she know that Jake went out there with officers? Kind of makes you wonder. I don't know. So Abby Blabby posted, and a lot of sources are talking about this, by the way. It's Riverside, California. Speaking from jail just days after being arrested on suspicion of murdering her 7-month-old son, Rebecca Haro said she still believes her baby, Emmanuel, was kidnapped and vowed not to stop searching for him. Well, it's funny because when she had the opportunity to search for him, she decided not to. They were getting death threats. They didn't have a car. The lawyer said all this, right? Look, that agency went back and was like, we're willing to help you. We got people out there for you. We're willing to do what we have to do to help you out, right? We'll be there to protect you type of situation. Yeah, okay. But she's vowed not to stop searching, okay? She's vowed not to stop searching. She says, I will not give up. I will not give up on my baby, Haro told the Southern California News Group reporter Sunday during a jailhouse interview at the Robert Presley Detention Center in Riverside. Haro, 41, and her husband, Jake Haro, 32, were arrested Friday at their home in Cabazon. 8 days after Rebecca reported that baby Emmanuel had been abducted outside a Big Five store in Yuicaipa. Investigators with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department allege her story was fabricated and now believe the baby is dead. On Sunday, Haro appeared in a blue jail jumpsuit, separated from the reporters by glass and speaking through a phone line. Despite law enforcement's findings, she repeated her accounts of being knocked unconscious while changing her son's diaper before he was taken. He asked about claims, excuse me, when asked about claims that she had previously visited the Big Five to inquire about surveillance cameras following an alleged car burglary, Haro denied wrongdoing and shook her head. I want to be out looking for my baby, she said, appearing to cry. But investigators quickly questioned Haro's credibility. The public pointed out her tearless crying during interviews, while the Uvalde Foundation for Kids, which initially offered to help search for Emmanuel, withdrew support after the parents stopped participating in the search efforts. Yeah, they withdrew support. Then they went back and offered it again because this is what they said. They said, listen, if you we're here to help. Even if you're receiving death threats, we got the community here. They're not going to bother you if and I believe them, right? I believe them. They don't have a car. Don't worry, girl. I got a ride. We're going to go. Okay, we can go in my car. Like, don't worry about it. Still didn't do nothing. Still didn't do nothing. Okay. Authorities said inconsistencies in Haro's statements, along with evidence collected during the search of the couple's home, including electronics belonging to Jake, fueled their suspicion. Despite Jake's prior conviction in child cruelty cases from 2018, Haro defended him, calling him a good dad to her 16-year-old child and their 2-year-old daughter. And Emmanuel. It's a good dad. He's a good dad, y'all. Mm-hmm. She's a complete mess. Well, does she know? Does she know that he was out there? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's preparing to throw her under the bus. That's what I think is happening. And I think she doesn't even realize that he's preparing her to throw under the bus. I mean, maybe that's what it is. Again, he's a good dad. Rebecca stated she married Jake in 2021 and was aware of his charge, but that he would never hurt a baby. So she was aware of it, even though I heard some family members were saying that they didn't even know. Maybe the family members didn't know, but she was aware of it, right? In denial? That's a good dad. How he treated children makes you a horrible dad. Well, he's a good dad, you know? She's a mess because she knew what was going on, she's going to prison for a long time. She's older, this desperate for a man. She knew what he did. You think that that's plays a factor? I mean, that there's like a 9-year age different there. She'll be in an episode of Snap. Oh Lord have mercy. She's in denial. Is she aware? Well, where was a 16-year-old living in that house? It doesn't appear to be the case, right? Was she there? Was she not there? There's a lot of children in this history. You think age makes a difference? In my opinion, say more. I mean, look, I don't want to assume, but I'm gonna say something that I don't have a lot of information about, other than the workman's comp files and stuff like that. We really don't know a whole lot. You said I'm thinking someone. Oh Lord. So the workman's comps, little forms and stuff like that that had been filed. Yeah. Was this guy even employed during the time that this went down? Did he have a job? Like, was he employed or not? Were any of these people employed? It sounds like they were living in a property that was like family owned type of situation. So maybe rent wasn't something that they had to worry about or anything like that, right? Was this, did he have a job? You know, you said, I read she was married for 22 years to the same man. Then Jake came along. They filed for bankruptcy too? That's interesting. How do you have a 2021 to code to maybe somebody else signed for it? I don't know. That could be a thing. I didn't hear that they were working, right? That's for sure. That's one thing for sure. Give me 1 second, guys. I got somebody at my door. 1 sec. Sorry, I had somebody at my door. No one mentioned a job. Yeah, she cheated on her ex-husband according to OTT. Oh, Lord have mercy. That sounds messy. None of them working at all? Thank you, Taylor, for stopping by. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, please, and thank you. She also charged X with CAI believe, in DV. There's a lot of hush hush information, and I think that they have to be, right. They have to be very quiet about the information that their investigation. Anyways, so Rebecca stated that she married Jake in 2021 and was aware of his charges, but that he would never hurt a baby. I guess she might have not seen Promise Faith. She might have missed the part where she actually saw how this baby was her, or maybe she believed his story about it was Vanessa's fault, right? And maybe that's what happened. Both Rebecca and Jake Haro have been charged with malice murder and are being held without bail. Jake is currently incarcerated at the Larry D. Smith Correctional Facility in Banning, while Rebecca remains at the Riverside Detention Center. So the court date, I think, is tomorrow. Court is, so I'm sure everybody's going to be talking about it. And so as of now, we know that this baby is still missing. I would have loved to have known, like, was this an in-camera interview? Because we would have loved to have seen some of that behavior. You know what I mean? They learned how to work the system. I don't mean just recently. I mean just up and left out of their life. Wow. Mm. Yeah, she seems like she will believe any of his excuses that he gives her. I'm sure he always paints himself as a victim. It gave that. When BJ, I had already reviewed the affidavit for 2018, right? On that, the baby that he harmed. And then how he was willing to just throw Vanessa. Listen, it takes two to tango. That baby did not roll over and fractured her ribs and hit her head and had skull fractures or anything like that and had healing. She didn't do this to herself, okay? Literally. This baby didn't do this to herself at all. At all. So I have a lot of questions about that. You said he probably felt untouchable due to the slap on the wrist on the first case. That's right. You said he will throw Rebecca under the bus. I think that's what's going to happen, right? And I thought it was interesting because he immediately I like he got scared and he's like, let me get me my little lawyer, right? And let me figure this out. He got scared, y'all. Let me get my lawyer. Let me figure this out and do what I have to do and cover, because he's got to cover for himself. I mean, he's the one with these, with the history that he has, right? Not her. So he like immediately has to cover for himself. That's right. The baby had old and new injuries. So it definitely wasn't the first time. And it wasn't just that baby, y'all. Don't forget that the 7-year-old, not 7-year-old, the oldest in that home, and when he was married to Vanessa, I think even that child, can't remember how old that child was had a FAS. So there was a lot that was going on here. Okay? There was a lot. Pretty sure I've heard it on another channel. Some lawyers, as his case with the daughter, she might have a lawyer now, So I do wonder, did the lawyer allow her to speak or not allow? I mean, she can speak, but I'm saying, did it advise her like go ahead and do interviews with news crew right now? Like, what's going on? So I have a feeling that he's going to protect himself. He's already, like, I don't think he's going to get out anytime soon at all. At all. Shout out to Cinema Shogun. You guys make sure you check him out. He breaks this down too, and he's been actually on it. Very good at breaking various things down. Shout out to him. I want to play a little bit of his video and give some commentary.
The grandmother has now entered the chat here along the property line in Cabazon, and so you can see that everything that we have led up to this point has panned out. All of our sources has been correct. Everything that we have put out, although it has not been verified by sources, it has been proven right on the tira. And so grandmother not wanting to talk now, and so little Manuel still missing. Little Manuel still missing, homie. You can see the grandmother exiting her car there now on the tira. Our heart, thoughts, prayers here in Cabazon, California. We are here as a tool, as a ray of hope to hopefully add more coverage and have more people commenting and trying
So
to
the grandma is being investigated too. Potential charges may be coming for her. But what role did she play? Because she's never met him. Could it be obstruction of justice? I mean, could she have like agreed? I don't know, man. Donna, thank you so much for the $4.99. Jake's charts are no longer showing. I think the charging is because I think Sylvia might be in the chat. Sylvia, shout out to Sylvia. I think Sylvia had said that this happens when they get moved to a different facility. So that might be the case. But let me know, Sylvia, if you're in the chat, let me know if that's the case, because I feel like you might have said something about that.
Piece this together. If the parents don't want to talk, we'll speak for little Emmanuel, homie, on the tira. And so from Cabazon, Ahmed Belloso, now back to you on the tira. Spencer, homie. Spence on the tira.
There's so many updates in the Emmanuel Haro case, but still to this day, we don't know when's the last time Emmanuel was even seen alive. And the only hope that we had for that question to be answered has now just flown straight out the window. And I'm going to get into those details in just a moment. But first, do me a huge favor. If you guys enjoy this channel, consider supporting the channel in one of many ways. You could like the video, share the video.
Make sure you guys are supporting Cinema Shogun. You said the charges are showing up again? So they're updated again on the thing? Yeah, Cinema Shogun is great. I need to understand, like, what are we saying here? Charges are on his docket, and yes, they do that when they're transferring somebody. So they do get removed. Sylvia said it. Let me make sure. I don't know if Sylvia probably went to work. Shout out to Sylvia. But I think Sylvia had said this yesterday too, because people were speculating what's going on. When are they going to have a press conference? I'd like to know. I would like to know. But make sure you guys are supporting Cinema Shogun as well. There is another piece of a video that I need to show you guys that I thought was very interesting, that the way in which Jake and Rebecca describe Emmanuel as a baby and Emmanuel's conditions, very interesting. But let me finish this here.
Grandma that's been all over the news. We've seen the grandma multiple times. He claims that she never even met Emmanuel. The grandma has never physically in person laid eyes on Emmanuel.
That's right.
And she's been on the news multiple times. I just find it weird that she was at the scene with Rebecca when they're passing out the flyers. She's on the news.
And Cinema, she could actually be seen in the videos on the scene when Rebecca's wearing that brown shirt and you got Jake Haro with the white hoodie, right? Yeah. So it was almost like meant to be like an alibi, right?
She's doing interviews after Emmanuel was supposedly kidnapped, but while he was alive, she never saw her grandson even once. Yeah, she was talking like, you know, she was an expert on how great of a mother Rebecca was, and that they loved the child and all of this and that. Meanwhile, she never even saw the baby.
Nada. Has said never seen the baby.
And that was a devastating piece of information to find out. At least for me. I don't know how you guys feel about it. But for me, that was a devastating piece of information to find out. Because, like, the only hope I was holding on to was that we could figure out when's the last time Emmanuel was seen alive. We could figure that out from the grandma, maybe, possibly. Not that we could trust anything that she says, not that she would lie to us. I'm not trying to attack her or be mean here. I'm just saying, I thought that maybe, just maybe, if we could find out from anyone that, hey, Emmanuel was spotted alive last month or 2 weeks ago or on this date, that maybe we could figure that out from the grandma.
Something.
Well, there goes my hopes and dreams once again, shot out of the sky completely.
I like how he says, there goes my hopes and dreams. Some of y'all are saying we really want that popcorn little machine that he has back there. It's pretty cool. This is Cinema Shogun's link. I just put it in there, y'all. This is his channel. Check him out. He talks about all kinds of topics, but shout out to him. He's really broken this down, and he was probably one of the first creators that I watch covering this because of the way in which he was like, I was like, this is crazy, you know, just the different parts of this story. But yeah, let me hit play on this.
Because it turns out that's not the case. Because grandma never even met Emmanuel.
Never.
So there's no telling how long Emmanuel has been gone. So I'm starting to feel as if, and I was already feeling this way before I even heard these new details, but I feel as if there was an active effort here to hide Emmanuel from the world. Okay? We've been looking at the photos that we have of Emmanuel, and there's not many photos. And I don't know how to say this without it sounding mean or cruel, and that's why I haven't really gotten into it. But when you look at the photos, something isn't right with Emmanuel. It looks like, I don't want to speculate too much. I don't want to be the one to say it, but it looks like Emmanuel had been shaken or something, or I don't know.
Somebody was saying that too, and actually, I think was it I can't remember. Oh, I think it was hold up. It was True Strategic Eyes that was looking at the pictures, and he was actually, again, this channel right here, shout out to him. He was actually examining and kind of giving his perspective on the different pictures. There are pictures of Emmanuel in Mary's Facebook. It just looks off to where they're at now, you know? Could he have been shaken? Yeah, could have been a thing, you know?
Emmanuel did not, I'll just say this. Emmanuel did not look like a happy, healthy baby. I think that something had probably happened to Emmanuel previously to whatever happened to him more recently. I think there's a reason why Emmanuel didn't have his shots and stuff like that. I think Rebecca was hiding Emmanuel from the world, probably because Emmanuel got hurt early on. Probably because maybe even Rebecca was getting hurt in the household. Probably because the other kids were getting hurt in the household. Yeah, maybe everyone in the household was getting hurt. Okay? So I think she was hiding that baby and ultimately came to the realization that you can't hide this baby from the world forever.
Yes.
So they just tried to get rid of it. Because I think there was there's a possibility.
At some point, somebody would have had to have had eyes. Now, people have said, well, wellness checks, stuff like that. Who knows?
That there was already previous damage done to that baby. And if people got to be around the baby, and if that baby went to a doctor, the doctor would have been suspicious. And the family and other people would have been suspicious, especially considering Jake's past. And instead of facing that reality, they got rid of Emmanuel. I just don't understand why this child existed.
He didn't want to go back to prison, right? He didn't want to go back to prison. That's what it was, right? Like he wasn't going to go back no matter what. That's what it seems like to me. It seems to me like he kind of knew what was up, and taking any kind of responsibility of anything of any sorts would have been bad, right? Oh no. Facing the music would have been bad. I want you guys to listen to this video, okay?
Yeah.
Horrible feeling,
No, yeah. So I seen on the picture like your baby was something wrong with the eyes. Is that what they're saying?
He had a little lazy eye.
Okay.
But it's getting corrected. He was corrected.
No, he was on no medication or nothing. Okay, so
He's a healthy baby. So his little eye sometimes.
Rebecca is asked by somebody out there. By the way, there was a YouTuber who said this was a secret recording. No, it wasn't. I'm showing you the entire audio. It was actually collected from TikTok. I mean, creators will do that. So, they were out there, right? The full video is actually 30 some minutes, but I only got 20 of it that I felt like was relevant. Okay. There's a lot that's happening. This is when they were right when it happened. And Jake and Rebecca are talking. They're not on camera, but they're talking about the baby.
it's like, what?
Oh yeah, this was horrible.
It does.
The worst feeling ever.
It is.
We've been bawling ourselves.
No, you're just numb right now.
Yeah.
You're just numb, you know?
The way
It's
the cops were treating us is horrible.
Really?
Look at that. Cops are treating us horrible. Hold up. That's Jake talking, okay? All right. Because the lady approaches, she's like, I'm going to see if they need some water or something. Listen.
Where 7-month-old Emmanuel was kidnapped. That is the mom and dad. And they just want their baby returned. They want their baby returned back safely, guys. This is something you don't, it's a tragedy. This is a tragedy, and my heart is with them right now.
So awful.
It's so awful.
What'd you say that you sounded Mexican?
Yeah, a deep Mexican voice.
Deep Mexican voice.
Take a picture of them. That's the mom and dad and their other daughter. And they had a little boy.
They said,
Were they twins?
deep Mexican voice. Instead of saying, hola, it was, hola. I mean, like, what is that? And they said Mexican, right?
I can't imagine what she's going through. Let me go ask them if they need anything. I'm going to ask them. What?
I gotta go to work.
I know.
I'm gonna come back at 4:30.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Irma's coming here. I'm going to stay here. Do you guys need anything, like water or anything? No? Okay. Was that the sister?
Yeah.
Do you guys only have 2 kids?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Is that the daughter? Do you guys only have 2 kids? Yes. That's not true. Right? We know that, but okay.
I'm so sorry. I can't imagine, I try to put myself in that. I'm like,
She just lost her baby too.
yeah, she was 2 years old. But that's not like this, I feel like this is worse because I know my baby's with God. Yeah, and you guys just like, I was up all night. I couldn't, I live right here. I live local, somewhere right here. And I couldn't, I know, I already was thinking of you guys all night. I was on the phone with my sister. I'm like, oh my God, Norma, like, I know they're up. We were like, we know they're up. They're not sleeping, we were up too. And, we're just like,
I'm exhausted. We're exhausted.
I know, I bet.
Partially delusional.
Where were you at when this happened?
I was at the park. I was at the park watching my son play football.
Y'all hear? That's Jake. I was at the park. This is such an important, like, hearing this because it's outside of the cameras. Like, the camera's not hitting them, but hear how they're describing everything, okay? That's his voice.
Mackenzie.
I had her
And then I go on, I take the baby. We're shopping.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I go to stores, It just seems like not real, right? Just seems like, what?
Oh yeah, this was horrible.
It does.
The worst feeling ever.
It is.
We've been bawling ourselves.
No, you're just numb right now.
Yeah.
You're just numb,
The way the cops were treating us is horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a roller
You want to
coaster.
let us know nothing?
There are a lot of good cops there. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
They're just doing their jobs, but
Yeah,
it's a horrible feeling, you know.
No, yeah. So I seen on the picture like your baby was something wrong with the eyes. Is that what they're saying?
A little lazy eye.
Okay.
But it's getting corrected. He was correcting.
No, he was on no medication or nothing. Okay, so.
He's a healthy baby, so his little eye sometimes goes.
Yeah, my daughter was like that too. She had neurology.
Put a 1 in the chat if you had heard this before. Let me know. Julie, thank you so much for the $2. The Ola part makes me mad because of all the ice crap going on. Yeah, it's I feel like it was done on purpose, right? Susan Smith, who had her 2 children, who she ended the life of her 2 children, blamed a black man, said that a black man stole her car. I mean, she literally went on camera and did all that. So this profiling is a real thing, right? They don't say who or what or anything, but they just put that out there. Julie, thank you again for the $2. I appreciate it. It's a real concern. B Tim I think B Tim is in the chat. He had pointed this out too. He's like, what do you think about this? I didn't know. It makes me mad. But for me, I never really thought of it that way because a lot of people say hola. Now, Ahmed on the Tira yesterday said in the Hidden True Crime said that maybe this was taken out of a Netflix movie. I have never heard of a Netflix movie of a plot like this, but let me know did you guys hear? Like, is there a movie out there where somebody says hola and they what is it? Kidnap a baby? I've never heard of that. Never heard of that before.
Forgot the word. Something where her eyes shaked. Oh. Yeah, so. And she was on meds though. Yeah, so.
She was on medication for her eyes?
Yeah.
What was she?
Well, she had a genetic. It was a genetic disease. It was a non-curable. But I know she had to see a neurologist. What is it? Neurology? Yeah, because her eyes would like shake. They said it was something to do with the genetic. She had mitochondria. I don't know if you heard of it. Mitochondria. It's a rare disease.
I don't think that's a disease, but and I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that that's not the case. You said only Al Pacino saying hello to my little friend. Yeah, I don't. There might be again, people get things confused, but I don't know. I'm not a expert at this at all. But she's just kind of sharing and stuff like that. She's sharing kind of her thoughts and maybe even, I don't know. It's kind of like it works in the favor of getting more information from the person. Like, why is Jake asking, was she on medication? Like, even that's like making conversation or what? Like, even I thought that was weird, but okay.
On meds though. Yeah, so.
She was on medication for her eyes?
Yeah.
What was she?
She was on medication for her eyes. I don't like. Your child is missing, abducted, right? I wouldn't even be asking that, right? Like, I wouldn't have time. I don't like small talk. You know what I mean? So I especially don't like small talk while I'm under pressure, under stress, while I'm going through something. I don't like small talk. This would be the equivalent of that. I go to the bank all the time. Listen, shout out to the bank. I'm sorry, but I am that person that does not want to make small talk with folks. How are you? How you doing? I'm good. Thank you so much for your help. That's kind of where I'm at. But when they start talking about the weather and what am I doing this weekend, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about what I'm doing this weekend. Shout out to my bank, but I'm just saying they do a little too much. And even like my family's like, you look like you're so impatient. Like I am. I'm very impatient when I come, especially with money and I'm carrying out money or I'm getting money. Don't small talk me at a bank. It's like the biggest thing for me. To me, if I'm under stress, don't small talk me. That would be the equivalent of that. I don't got time for that. He's the person with a missing, abducted child, and he's making small talk. Asking about, what kind of medication your child takes for an eye condition. Ain't that just off? But okay.
Well, she had a genetic. It was a genetic disease. It was a non-curable. but I know she had to see a neurologist. What is it?
Neurology?
Yeah, because her eyes would like shake. They said it was something to do with the genetic. She had mitochondria.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard of it.
I've never
No,
heard.
it's a rare disease.
Mitochondria?
Yeah, so it like she was healthy up until after she turned 2.
You just hit her.
Yeah, it hit her. She got like, so her birthday's December. That's when like it's cold, you know.
That's his
when
birthday.
his birthday was.
Oh yeah, her birthday's December 6th, and she got like flu and all that.
Well, we know that the birthday's December, and she says that's the birthday. Hold up.
It's a rare disease.
Mitochondria?
Yeah, so it like she was healthy up until after she turned 2.
You just hit her.
Yeah, it hit her. She got like, so her birthday's December. That's when like it's cold, you know.
That's his
when
birthday.
his birthday was.
Oh yeah.
They don't say a date, but they say that's his birthday. What's the date?
Her birthday's December 6th, and she got like flu and all that. Was admitted. They didn't think nothing of it. I'm sorry. Until they did genetic testing, and then, you know, it's hard. But this is harder, you know. This is hard. I'm here with you guys, you know.
My brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's really...
Yeah. No, I know you can't trust nobody, you know. Poor baby.
Charlie.
Hello.
Charlie. Hey, baby.
They had that.
Huh?
I'm here at the Big 5 Sporting Goods in the city of Yuicaipa, where 7-month-old Emmanuel was kidnapped last night. Norma, are you headed over here? Everybody's showing up. We're here at the Big 5 Sporting Goods, where Emmanuel was kidnapped from this parking stall last night around 7:40 p.m.
Time is off.
We have no further information. Baby is still missing. He's still kidnapped.
Did mom get any medical? Here's the question: did mom get any medical treatment for the black eye that she woke up at? Right, 'cause she just woke up with the black eye. Was there any medical treatment? Because you know she was knocked unconscious. Was she knocked unconscious on the face, on the head? Where? None of that is like, we don't have any of that. Do we have a police report of this? Do we have the 911 call of this? This is like more information that we're missing, y'all.
And we ask for everyone in the city of Yuicaipa to come down and spread this information. This is the mom and the family. We ask for everyone to come down. We're at the Big 5 Sporting Goods, where 7-month-old Emmanuel was kidnapped from the mom.
No,
and we ask for everybody in the community to come down and spread this sadly story. So sad. So sad what's going on right now in our city. It's so sad. We have the news here. Everyone double tap the live, guys. Double tap the live. If you are in the city of Yuicaipa, California, we ask that everyone comes down here to spread this information on their platforms. Share it.
You see the area.
No, I don't think they're leaving. They're still right here, guys. The news is still here. And we're just left with no information at this point, you know? It's so devastating to be in this position, guys. That's the mom, the dad, and guys. That's the mom, the dad, and we are at the Big 5 Sporting Goods in the city of Yuicaipa, California. And the 7-month-old Emmanuel was kidnapped last night from the city of Yuicaipa, from his mom's, out of her possession. They kidnapped the baby. he said the cops were treating them like crap. Well, because they're doing an investigation, and that's just how they work, I guess. But still, it's their baby, and you know.
I love how they're blaming the cops, y'all. They like the cops are treating us well. If the kidnapping happened the day before, how far in the investigation do you think they might have been already in? Okay, because some of us didn't even start actually picking things up until later on. Think about it. So they're probably irritated as AF, but they're like, wait a minute, this story doesn't make sense. How far ahead do you think they would have already, like, they literally, he made himself a victim here, right?
How they work, I guess. But still, it's their baby, and you know. Everyone double tap the live, guys. Double tap the live. Double tap the live. Nirma, double tap the live. We're out here in the Big Five Sporting Goods in the city of Yuicaipa. And we are out here trying to get all the community out here to spread this horrific story on what has happened last night.
It makes you wonder, are they going to be able to find this baby in that location? It's very telling, right? The behavior around this time was very telling. Her eyes say some say was black before at a funeral. If so, makeup cover up. People have said different things about that. Some people said that she didn't. Some people said that she did. Who knows? I wasn't there. You said, Rabbit, Jake seems to be info mining. He can use that to build his story, right? Something to that effect. This guy is just, like I said, the small talk took me out.
Horrific story. Happened last night in this parking lot, Big Five Sporting Goods in the city of Yuicaipa. And I need everyone to share this live, like the live. If you are in the city of Yuicaipa or you are close by, we ask that you come down to spread the image of this little baby boy that was kidnapped last night. He was kidnapped 7 months old from this Big Five parking lot in the city of Yuicaipa.
It's just, it's too much traffic in there, man.
Like the live, guys. Like the live. Like the live. I'm here with mom, family. I can't imagine what she's going through. She just wants her baby back. She just wants her baby back. She just wants her baby back.
That's what people are saying.
It happened last night, guys.
You said, I don't think they'll find the baby, especially, well, the area, it's got a lot of wildlife there, y'all. Like, the baby may not be found, but if dad they went to that area for a reason with the father, so I'm assuming that he's cooperating with law enforcement now and letting them know where this baby's at. This father, he's gonna watch his back. But he's already screwed, y'all. He already violated his probation with the weapons charge before. He's not getting out anytime soon. Like, he kind of screwed himself, and I think that's why he got really scared and like immediately got the same lawyer. You said check out the movie Insatiable, the clip. Is that where the hola comes from? Okay.
Double tap the screen. Double tap the live, guys. It happened right here in the city of Yuicaipa, where 7-month-old Emmanuel went missing straight out of this parking lot. And the family is just in desperate needs of having their baby boy returned.
Or
healthy.
Could it be that Jake is just lying and he wanted to get out of his cell, which has happened before? He could just be lying, and he could just tell them, well, it's over here at this location. Could he just be lying and just be doing that just to take cops out? I mean, I don't know, man. What do y'all think? He lies. He's lied before. He's not trustworthy. You say they told Jake he wasn't supposed to be around kids, and if they found out that he would violate his parole.
7 months old. He was kidnapped. He was kidnapped. He was 7 months old. Emmanuel is his name. And we ask that the community comes down. Seven months old, guys, in the city of Yuicaipa, where baby boy was kidnapped. 7 months old. He was kidnapped.
Knowing what we
from
know
the
now,
mother, from the mom. And we ask for everyone.
You talk about the bank rabbit. You ask the teller for a lemon lolly. I'll ask for a. I don't have to ask them because they got a basket of them out there. So I usually take one for baby bunny, but that's it. I don't like small talk, especially at a bank. Has anyone spoke with the people who saw and spoke with her at the funeral? A day they saw if he belongs to them, if he belongs to them. The funeral video was a nephew, I believe, on her side. Jake's brother passed in 2021. This whole family thing, it's just so crazy that the tree of the family. We're gonna pull some more videos here.
To come and help spread this
More
information
information on
out here, guys. 7 months old, and he was kidnapped last night from the mom.
That's the family right there?
Huh?
That's the family?
That's the mom and the dad and the grandma.
Oh no, like she say this, but it just sounds shady. The whole story just sounds shady.
Yeah. I asked him. He said the dad was at the park with the other two kids, and the mom was here shopping.
Watch this. I dropped this video yesterday, but I want you guys to see this. Shout out to Murdered by Nature Podcast. I said the name wrong. So she actually hit my link yesterday, and she dropped some information that I was like, oh man, she got a lot of information on the family. Okay, let me see if I can unmute this.
That Rebecca just stating that Rebecca's mom was the only mom that was there, that Jake's mom wasn't there. They didn't see Jake's mom. And I stated in my video that Jake's mom was there and she was holding the flyers. Everyone's thinking about the news conferences, but that's okay. But this is right here. Sorry, I'm pointing over here, but you can't see my hand. That is Jake's mother, the one with the paper bag. Those are the flyers inside.
Oh,
this video is posted because
that's Jake's mom right there. Okay, she got the paper bag. That's Jake's mom.
She's like talking about the flyers and she's going to hand them out and everything. This person right here, this is her twin sister from what I'm being told. Now, Jake's family was in communication with Rebecca and Jake, and they did see the baby from what Sylvie has stated on her Facebook Live, that they have seen the baby. She stated that she loved him so much. They talk in past tense too.
Now, Sylvie is the sister, remember? And what Murdered by Nature Podcast said is it's only 3 kids that is Rachel, right? Haro, on the Haro side. So it's Hector, who passed away, Jake, and then Sylvie. So Hector's gone. Now it's just Jake and Sylvie. So it was 3 of them, okay?
Now, there is a recording going around that everyone keeps telling me about that Mary is stating, looking at the flyers, and she heard saying, why does it say missing? And someone said to confirm it. And she said, but he was abducted. I want to make it very clear. The person that I'm talking to is from Rebecca's family. And they are stating that Mary went there to support her daughter. From what I know is Mary adopted Rebecca and James. James and Rebecca are not blood. They were both adopted. Mary has other children, which is her siblings. They're older. And those siblings were there until inconsistency started coming out. That's why you don't see her family at the house. That's why you don't see them. It has been confirmed that the recording that police had and showed to Jake and Rebecca was shown on the 15th. So the Friday after. I'm almost positive it's the 15th.
Yes.
The Friday after that Thursday. Police were already...
They did find, it's been said that they found blood in the carpeting, guys. So yeah, that is a thing. Okay. In the carpeting, I mean, it's a 7-month-old baby. So like, this is what I'm speculating. Okay. And I'm going to give myself permission to speculate here because there's some stuff that we just don't know. I think that, he got rough with this baby, and did something to this baby, and Rebecca might have gotten in the mix of it, and she got the black eye as well. Was it maybe in different series of events or whatever, and she's protecting him. She's been protecting him. None of this makes sense. He has the history that he has. I think they got scared. I think that people started asking about their children, and so they started staging something out there like this. There is nothing normal about the situation. Nothing is normal about the situation. The fact that we don't have more people that can attest to outside of Jake Haro's family, which even that I side-eye that side of the family. There is nobody else who can attest to the fact that this baby was, seen, has been cared for, anybody else other than Jake Haro's family. But Jake Haro's family is going to do what they're going to do, right?
Honed in on them based on the evidence that they collected. Now, the thing that I really want to make clear is Rachel, which is Jake's mom, the one right here, she had Hector and Sylvie and Jake. Hector did pass in 2021. Sylvie is the sister that you guys see the screenshots that I have posted that was putting out that information about the 220-pound man that was white, Mexican, or Hispanic. It changed very frequently, and she was driving that white car. She's the one that was commenting that. That is Jake's sister. I am being told by people close to their family, not Rebecca's family, their family, they don't want me to really say a lot because they don't want people to know that they're talking. But I guess that family is not the best from what I'm being told, that they're just kind of scared that if it gets out that something's going to happen. But the information that they gave me was that she is the monarchy of that family. Anything that happens, anything that goes down, the family goes to her, like her children. So that's why they feel like she knows what's going on. That's why she doesn't have much emotion, and they feel like the sister knew what was going on. I have not spoken to either of those two people. These are just people that are coming that are close to that family, what they're telling me. So that's kind of just take it as you is. It's a grain of salt, but that is what I'm being told. But I wanted to share her picture. This is Jake's mother. Now, the house, I was able to confirm that the house is owned by her husband, Scott.
There you go.
He owns the house. I believe his name is Scott. That's what someone was sharing with me.
Stepdad.
But he owns the house, and he is married to her. So I know that there's a video that's going around that he's talking to people saying that the dad's dead, I'm just the landlord, all of that. I think he's only saying that to distance himself away from the case.
Yeah.
But it's her husband that owns the house. I do not know if they live there with them. I don't have any of that. I didn't really care to look into it previously, but people are asking on my last post who lived with them, because I think that was really confusing and muddy. I'm guessing that it would be her if her husband owns the home, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Now,
I think they could pull the deed on that.
The one thing that people were like diving into a lot in that last video, I made a video addressing it, which is the footage that people say that they saw of the third. Again, like I said, until I get that confirmation from that footage that gets released that shows that black eye, like the black eye up close, 4K in, like you see it, it's clear. I'm not going to confirm that I think that that's a black eye, because for me, I can't. And that's okay for us to disagree. All that matters is that we find the baby. I'm getting people texting me.
I couldn't tell whether, so that funeral footage, people said that it was a black guy. I couldn't tell you whether it was or it wasn't. Huh? You got to wait. I couldn't tell you guys. I couldn't.
Saying that there's a medium on here, not Monica, a different medium, and she like has a map of a circled area, and it looks like it's kind of by my house from what I didn't get to fully read the message before I jumped on here. So I was going to read that and see. But the only thing that you guys can do and everyone else can do is really go out and look, but be respectful. From what I'm being told, the reason why police stated that they halted the search is because people were digging in other people's yards and they were trespassing.
Wow.
Now,
I heard, is this true that people were trying to break into people's property? Hold up. People are trespassing at the Emmanuel Haro's home. Walk inside the home. Is this it right here?
It's ridiculous that people are going inside the fucking house. I seen you.
I didn't go in the house.
You went into the property.
I didn't go in the
Yes,
house.
and you were inside there.
Listen, we were right here because the guy kept trying to offer people tours.
The one that you guys
Then
can't find.
why would you think that's okay?
Yeah.
Why would you
There's
think
all
that's
kind of
physically
people that
okay?
attack.
Mentally okay?
What?
This is the
Watch
place.
what you say, because I didn't go in their house, and you're telling people I went in their house.
Am I pointing at you? No.
You did a minute ago.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you
whoever I'm going like
yeah,
this.
but your
okay?
whatever could make a big mistake for me. So you should think about it.
Down the street. I'm
You
sorry.
making this ruckus out here is a disgrace.
You guys are acting like this is a fucking circus.
Oh, shit.
It's ridiculous that people are going inside the fucking house.
I didn't go
Yes,
inside.
I seen you.
I didn't go in the house.
You went into the property.
I didn't go in the
Yes,
house.
and you were inside there.
Listen, we were right here because the guy kept trying to offer people tours.
The one that you guys
Then
can't find.
why would you think that's okay?
Yeah.
Why would you think
Who's offering tours? It's a crime scene. Who's offering? I'd never seen this before. Who offered tours?
that's
all kind of
physically
people that
okay?
attack.
Mentally okay?
Yeah, well,
This
you
is
need
the
to watch
place.
what you say, because I didn't go in their house, and you're telling people I went in their house.
Am I pointing at you? No.
You did a minute ago.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
whoever I'm going like
Yeah,
this.
but your
okay?
whatever could make a big mistake for me. So you should think about it.
Down the
Lord
street.
have mercy.
I'm sorry.
You making this ruckus out here is a disgrace.
You guys are acting like this is a fucking circus.
Oh my God. How do you do that? How does that even work? How do you charge people for true, like, how do you make a tour of a property that's not even yours? That's what I don't get. Y'all, we people have really lost their effing minds. Are you kidding me?
a video of the police at the home.
Oh my God.
And I was going to watch that video, but from what I'm being told from followers and different people on TikTok is that people are going into the home, like after like yesterday and everything, they're going into the home and they're going through the back. I know someone sent me a video last night and he said that someone was on live and they pushed open the door to that house and you can like see into it. There's pictures kind of everywhere. That is going on. Please, you guys, this isn't like an amusement park. This isn't something like that. That is someone's home. And there was a crime that was committed there.
They
from
need
what
to be
police are
charged.
stating. Police have stated that
They should be not only charged with trespass, but like they're tampering with evidence, y'all. It's a crime scene. Why are people doing that? That's crazy.
believe that the crime was committed in the home. And from what the news report said is they believe that the father did it. Don't go up into that home. Don't like do tours or what, like that's not what this is. And if you are the one doing it, because I've been told that people are doing this and they're like paying people to do tours. I have not confirmed that. That's just what I'm being told today. Like I said, I got up. I was getting really frustrated with the comments. I was going to say something. I decided not to.
Yeah, why didn't the sheriff secure the door? There should be, I mean, isn't it an automatic that if you, like, if there's crime scene tape, you're not supposed to walk through that because you could get in trouble?
I went to church and now I'm making these videos. So I haven't confirmed for sure, like, who's doing tours, if they're, like, how that's going down. But if you are, I'm just saying, please have some grace. Please have some respect. Let's not go into that home. Someone else does own that home. And I know people are commenting like the home should be torn down, everything.
You can't.
I don't know how anyone's going to go back into that home based off of what police have stated happened. Now, the last thing I want to address is I was talking about the inside information I have from my local law enforcement. Just the department. I'm not saying that it's a police officer. I'm not saying that it's anyone, just an insider at the department. Someone made a comment and said, and they were really kind about it, and said that what if you're releasing information that they didn't want released yet and you jeopardize the case? And I want to tell you that I'm hearing you and I'm listening to you, because I don't want that. I don't want anything that can jeopardize the case out. And I felt like the information I was sharing wouldn't, but I completely understand where you are coming from when you stated that, because I do have like other information that I refuse to share there. I will say, I think because the case is so close to Yuicaipa, and a lot of us know
she's
people
in the
within
community.
that department, and the
She's in the community. For those that are wondering, check her out. She came into my channel yesterday, and she was very informative. I really appreciated everything that she had to say. I may not agree, with some stuff, but I appreciate what she had to say. And that's the thing about being an adult; we can all respect each other.
County Sheriff's Department, that it's very easy for people to want to talk. I mean, we're human. We like to babble and talk, but I understand exactly where you're coming from. So I will not be releasing anything that I get from insiders within the police department until it is released from police themselves, because I want you to know that I hear you and I respect what you are saying. But I want you guys to hold everyone else, every other creator out there, to that same standard too.
There you go.
Because at the end of the day, the only thing that we want is justice for the baby and for him to be found and laid to rest. So I want you to know, you know who I'm talking about. You were very kind in your comment, but I hear you and I'm going to respect what you're saying, because at the end of the day, I don't want to release something that's going to jeopardize this case.
That would make
I'm
sense.
going to make another video right after.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have be close and have information and stuff like that, but you got to be careful.
Okay, I wanted to jump on and talk about Rebecca and her family now. So Rebecca is
her family,
the daughter of Mary. So the lady with the green white hair, she is the daughter of Mary. She is an adopted daughter of Mary. I'm not going to go over why she was adopted. She's just adopted. Her brother James is also adopted, and James and Rebecca are not biologically siblings. They were both adopted into this home. So I want to make that very clear. From kind of all the conversation, you guys want to know, why were they estranged? From what I'm being told is that when Rebecca and Jake first started dating, there was red flags that was seen from the family, and they confronted her on it. She immediately got very defensive. It was a whole argument. Everything blew up, and they stopped communicating. She left the home. She moved in with Jake. Now, in March, there was a family emergency that happened. That family emergency is what brought Rebecca back into contact with her family. That is what happened. That is the story. Now, her ex-husband, Edgar, he went on and said that he didn't know about the baby, that he hasn't talked to her, he didn't know she was married. Edgar and Rebecca were together for quite some time. They have 2 daughters. And from what I'm being told is that marriage ended due to infidelity on Rebecca's side. Her eldest daughter stopped talking.
22 years? Is that because somebody said that in the chat too? Let me know.
To her, but her youngest daughter from that marriage is confirmed that she is talking to her mother. I don't know if she's talking to her now after she's been charged, but pre this, that Thursday night and that Friday, she was in communication with her mother. So I want to make sure that that's very clear, because I took what he said as they're not in contact with her for both. I am coming on here to correct that from what I'm being told is that she was there Thursday night at Big 5. Now, I know everyone is upset because I came out and said something for the family. But for me, I'm going to do what I feel is right and what I'm being told and what I feel is genuine and authentic. And I'm going to share that. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that we find this baby and they get what's coming to them.
That's right.
So I know someone said the timeline of the bruise does matter. If that information comes out or that video comes out and it's clear, like you are seeing me, like clear, you can see if I had a black eye and you see a black eye and I see a black eye, I will take that back to the family and be like, what happened? What is going on? I will own that. But again, this is what's being stated. This is Rebecca's mugshot from what they released. Do what you
I mean, even on the other eye, let me know what you guys think. Doesn't it look like she also has a bruise? Like she got the big, we could see the bruise right here. But what about like in the other eye? It looks like it's either a dark circle, but it definitely looks bruising, you know? And typically when that happens is like if you have bruising on both eyes, is when you get hit in the nose or somebody punches you in the nose, the pooling of the blood kind of spreads out everywhere.
Say what you want about it. I think she looks like she has no remorse. It looks like she was crying now. I have no remorse.
I don't see any remorse in this woman, y'all. I didn't see it when they were arresting her. I didn't see, like, I'm sorry. She just does not look very remorseful. This mugshot is so cringe. Yeah.
For this woman and what she did and who she protected or didn't protect. She is a mother at the end of everything. And the only thing that should have mattered was her children. And she failed to do the one job a mother is supposed to do. And that is to protect your babies.
I 1000% agree, man. I feel no kind of way when it comes to her.
Hey guys, sorry, I had to start this over because I was talking about DP and then I realized I probably can't talk about that on this without getting flagged. But I'm here and make sure that this is clear. The articles that I was reading yesterday are what I was stating that said that he confessed. Now, I did go back this morning.
Do they have helicopters over that area now? Aerial? Let me see if I can pull something. Because I'm hearing that there's like aerial, I don't think that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like the helicopters are up there and they are searching and whatnot in that whole area. I do wonder about that. She got sparkling paint. School me. Let's see. I do wonder, do they have, is that what's going on out there? Are the searches out there with the helicopters? I would think so, right? Like there would have to be some type of, let me see if SF has anything up. Because I bet you he's probably out there. Oh no, my honey. Oh no. Oh no. I'm almost done, honey. You got to be patient. Hold up. Let me see if I can find SF Investigates. I know he has the aerial. No, there's no Coco Meme right there, Mama Bear. There's no Coco Meme. You're going to have to wait. Give me 5 minutes. Thank you. Go sit right there. Thank you. Be patient. The information I tweeted was wrong. This is what he said yesterday. Shout out to SF Investigates. But I don't know if he's going to go out there with any drone search or anything like that. Where's on the Tira? I don't even think he's out there right now. Failure to protect, aerial surveillance, not sure, but a flight tracker, right? Something should be out there. Aerial footage. So there should be some footage out there. Do you guys think, all right, y'all think that he has made a deal so far to get him to go out there to search? Okay, already, guys. I mean, some of us should already know that this baby is not alive, right? But for him to have gone up there, do y'all think that he made a deal was made or anything like that to get him out to this? Because why would he speak without any kind of deal, right? Like, why would he say anything? It wouldn't make sense to me for him to be out there and not like make a deal or strike a deal with folks. What do you guys think?
In the Inland Empire, the search today for missing 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. Authorities out with the infant's dad looking for possible remains in Moreno Valley. Good evening, I'm Susan Hirasuna. The search taking place in a remote area of 60 Freeway and Gilman Springs Road. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf is live for us in Cabazon. That's right outside the family's home with the latest. Matthew.
Yeah, that search today taking place about 30 minutes from where we are outside the home, where today you can see it is now a growing memorial for baby Emmanuel.
That was last night, so I really hope they find this baby, but I don't think that it's going to happen. I'm sorry. Like
you can see all the signs, the teddy bears out here. Many people just wondering, where is baby Emmanuel? The desperate search for missing 7-month-old baby Emmanuel Haro now intensifying. The boy's father, Jake, in an orange jumpsuit Sunday with deputies from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department in a desolate area along the 60 freeway near Gilman Springs Road. So far, the baby still missing. Outside the baby's home in Cabazon, a memorial grows larger by the hour.
We just going up here to give our respects for this baby, Emmanuel.
Strangers stopping by with candles, balloons, and messages for missing Emmanuel, now feared dead.
It's beautiful that Baby Emmanuel gets the support. It's very unfortunate that, he wasn't able to get it while he was still here. I woke up on this floor.
Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca, 10 days ago, telling Fox 11 she was attacked in a Yuicaipa shopping center by someone who stole her baby. Authorities Friday arresting her and her husband, Jake, for suspicion of murder, saying their stories didn't add up. Yeah. This map highlighting key points in the investigation, including a report of child abuse in Moreno Valley. The couple's.
So, guys, that I'm looking at the calendar. That's why I'm looking this way. But I have a calendar. There was, before the arrest happened on the 22nd. There was a report. Don't forget this. The 21st, they were being investigated for child abuse. Was it of that 2-year-old? Remember what I told you guys is that they tend to do physicals on children after they take custody, emergency custody, whatever it may be, because that's what they have to do for placement purposes. I do wonder if anything came out of that.
Home in Cabazon, the shopping center in Yuicaipa where the mother claims a kidnapping took place, and the rural spot Sunday, authorities looked for possible remains.
I have a brother, and it just affects me because I have babies at home as well. So, it's very close to home.
The search now dragging on as the community waits desperate for answers.
That's a good point. Thank you so much for saying this. P-Dove says there has to be a birth certificate to get a social security number. Can't claim the tax credits without the SSN. Do we think they weren't going to claim that money? Born in 2024, needed both docs last year. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that, right? I know he's out there. Shout out to SF Investigates. He was on the channel about it almost a week ago now, talking about this.
People don't want to come forward to doing the right thing. Well, let God do his will.
That's right.
Because God will bring all darkness to light.
So many in the community devastated by this case. You can see even at this hour, we're still seeing people out here at this memorial adding flowers and bringing candles. Again, so far, they're still looking for missing Emmanuel. Anyone with information should contact law enforcement. We're live tonight. Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
All right, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Listen, we're going to be on it still. We're going to be on it. I know I'm behind other videos that I have to do, such as the Epstein stuff and other stuff that is on my radar, but we're going to be on it. We're going to do our best. Oh my goodness. You got paint on you. She got red paint on her. I really want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. Again, make sure you guys check out True Strategic Eyes, True Crime, huge true crime channel. Detective officer, amazing. Shout out to him for stopping by. Thank you, Sylvia. I really appreciate this very generous super chat of you, and I truly appreciate you for this. Thank you again for the ongoing support. Donna, thank you. Jakey's charts. Oh yeah, we did talk about this. What is it? Just Ashley? Is it just me, Ashley? Hola, I've been a silent watcher here for a couple of years, and as a fellow Latina, I want to say to you, you do a great job. Que orgullo. Thank you, Rabbit. I'm sorry, I'm just now reading this. Thank you so much for this $9.99, my love. Thank you. Look at her. She's so beautiful. Look at that beautiful picture. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you. And thank you. I hope you don't stay a silent watcher. I hope you participate, but thank you so much. Julie Sims, hola, part me mad with all the ice stuff. That's right. I did read this. And Stephanie, thank you so much for the $5. Currently, flight tracker show only a fireplace in the general area. We're going to keep an eye out, guys. I got my notifications set for all. I'm also going to upload. I have a TikTok. I just don't ever go there. But I need to start uploading there, y'all. Like I need to get people over there too. This is the TikTok for those that don't know. Because you know how they did that thing where they were like, some people don't like TikTok, and I can understand that. Let me copy the link. You know how they do that thing where they're like, we're banning the TikTok. And I was like, well, why am I even spending time growing this TikTok? The link is in the chat for those that want to meet me over there. I can't go live over there. I need to grow more to go live over there. So I gotta start uploading on TikTok. I haven't done it in a while. I'm gonna keep my eyes out on the streets. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And thank you again for supporting my channel. Y'all can be somewhere else, but you're here. That really says a lot to me, and speaks to the fact that you guys really support me. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless. Bye, guys.